Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith number 1 to 10 of chapter 3. Hadith 1, narrated by Abu Huraira. While the Prophet ﷺ was saying something in a gathering, a Bedouin came and asked him, when would the hour or doomsday, the last day of the world's existence, take place? Allah's Messenger ﷺ continued his talk, so some people said that he had heard the question but didn't like what that person had asked. Some of them said that Allah's Messenger ﷺ had not heard it. When the Prophet finished his speech, he said, where is the questioner who inquired about the hour? The Bedouin said, I am here, O Allah's Apostle. Then the Prophet ﷺ said, when honesty is lost, then wait for the hour. The Bedouin said, how will that be lost? The Prophet ﷺ said, when the power or authority comes in the hands of unfit persons, then wait for the hour. Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith 2 of chapter 3, narrated Abdullah bin Amr. Once the Prophet ﷺ remained behind us in a journey. He joined us while we were performing ablution for the prayer which was overdue. We were just passing wet hands over our feet and not washing them properly. So the Prophet ﷺ addressed us in a loud voice and said twice or thrice, save your heels from the hellfire. Hadith number 3 and 4 of chapter 3 knowledge, narrated Ibn Umar. Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, amongst the trees there is a tree, the leaves of which don't fall and is like a Muslim. Tell me the name of that tree. Everybody started thinking about the trees of the desert areas, and I thought of the date palm tree but felt shy to answer the others, then asked, what is that tree, O Allah's Messenger? He replied, it is the date palm tree. Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith 5 of chapter 3, narrated Anas bin Malik. While we were sitting with the Prophet ﷺ in the mosque, a man came riding on a camel. He made his camel kneel down in the mosque, tied its foreleg, and then said, who amongst you is Muhammad? At that time, the Prophet ﷺ was sitting amongst us, leaning on his arm. We replied, this white man reclining on his arms. The man then addressed him, O son of Abdul Muttalib. The Prophet ﷺ said, I am here to answer your questions. The man said to the Prophet, I want to ask you something and will be hard in questioning, so don't get angry. The Prophet ﷺ said, ask whatever you want. The man said, I ask you by your Lord and the Lord of those who were before you. Has Allah sent you as an apostle to all the mankind? The Prophet ﷺ replied, by Allah, yes. The man further said, I ask you by Allah, has Allah ordered you to offer 5 prayers in a day and night? He replied, by Allah, yes. The man further said, I ask you by Allah, has Allah ordered you to observe fast during this month of the year, that is Ramadan? He replied, by Allah, yes. The man further said, I ask you by Allah, has Allah ordered you to take the zakat, that is obligatory charity, from our rich people and distribute it amongst our poor people? The Prophet ﷺ replied, by Allah, yes. Thereupon that man said, I have believed in all that with which you have been sent, and I have been sent by my people as a messenger, and I am Dimam bin Tawbah from the brothers of Bani Sa'ad bin Bakr. Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith 6 of chapter 3, narrated Abdullah bin Abbas. Once Allah's Messenger ﷺ gave a letter to a person and ordered him to go and deliver it to the governor of Bahrain. He did so, and the governor of Bahrain sent it to Quraysh, who read the letter and then tore it into pieces. The sub-narrator thinks that Ibn al-Musayyab said that the Allah's Messenger ﷺ invoked Allah against them, saying, may Allah tear them into pieces and disperse them all totally. Hadith 7 of chapter 3, narrated Anas bin Malik. Once the Prophet ﷺ wrote a letter or had an idea of writing a letter. The Prophet ﷺ was told that they, means the rulers, would not read letters unless they were sealed. So the Prophet ﷺ got a silver ring made with Muhammad, Allah's Messenger, engraved on it, as if I was just observing its white glitter in the hand of the Prophet. Hadith 8 of chapter 3, narrated Abu Waqid al-Lathi. While Allah's Messenger ﷺ was sitting in the mosque with some people, 3 men came. 2 of them came in front of Allah's Messenger ﷺ, and the third one went away. The 2 persons kept on standing before Allah's Messenger for a while, and then one of them found a place in the circle and sat there, while the other sat behind the gathering, and the third one went away. When Allah's Messenger ﷺ finished his preaching, he said, shall I tell you about these 3 persons? One of them betook himself to Allah, so Allah took him into His grace and mercy and accommodated him. The second fell shy from Allah, so Allah sheltered him in His mercy and didn't punish him. While the third turned his face from Allah and went away, so Allah turned His face from his likewise. Hadith 9 of chapter 3, narrated Abdurrahman bin Abi Bakr's father. Once the Prophet ﷺ was riding his camel and a man was holding its rein. The Prophet ﷺ asked, "What is the day today?" We kept quiet, thinking that he might give that day another name. He said, "Isn't it the day of Nahr, slaughtering of the animals of sacrifice?" We replied, "Yes." He further asked, "Which month is this?" We again kept quiet, thinking that he might give it another name. Then he said, "Isn't it the month of Zilhajj?" We replied, "Yes." He said, "Verily, your blood, property, and honor are sacred to one another, like the sanctity of this day of yours, in this month of yours, and in this city of yours. It is incumbent upon those who are present to inform those who are absent, because those who are absent might comprehend what I said better than the present audience." Hadith 10 of chapter 3, narrated Ibn Masud. The Prophet ﷺ used to take care of us in preaching by selecting a suitable time so that we might not get bored. He abstained from pestering us with sermons and knowledge all the time. Jazakallahu khairan.